Welcome back to the Waves Audio YouTube channel. My name is Guy Britton, and in this video I'm going to show you how to get more punch, more energy and more clarity out of your tracks by processing your entire mix using a simple but effective mix bus processing chain. As always, before we begin, please do give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and let's get into it. The track we're working with today is disco-inspired indie pop thing, which is very much driven by the drums and the groove, the bass line and all the percussive elements. So that's what we want to bring out and enhance with the mix bus processing. So the first thing to mention is that all of the individual tracks within this session are currently being routed down here to this mix bus at the bottom of the window, and this is where all the mix bus processing is going to happen in this session. First up in the mix bus processing chain, I have an instance of the NLS channel. Let's take a listen to what this is doing and what difference this is making to the mix.
Flooding like an overdose, tell us what we need to know. A little uncontrollable, eyes closed, ready for the baby. I wonder if we all need saving, 'cause life's got bigger than a daydream. Maybe we're radioactive. Baby, make my heart go racing. Give me anything worth chasing, 'cause maybe we're radioactive.
So it's very subtle, but this extra saturation coming from this NLS channel is just adding a bit of depth and extension in the low end and opening the top end a bit. It's giving it a bit more excitement and a bit more harmonic richness. The mic setting for me is adding too much low end, and the spike is not really kind of doing a lot for me. So I'm really into this Neve emulation. I just feel like it's the right amount of saturation and character being added to the mix. Next up in the chain, we have an instance of the F6 dynamic EQ, which is just dealing with some of this harshness around about the 2K area. There's some harshness coming from the vocals and a few of the other elements in the mix, and this is just helping to deal with some of that resonance. So let's take a listen to what this is doing.
Eyes closed, ready for the baby. I wonder if we all need saving, 'cause life's got bigger than a daydream. Maybe we're radioactive. Baby, make my heart go racing.
It's quite subtle, but it's just helping to dial out some of that screechiness that's coming from those held notes on the vocal. Following on from the F6, I have an instance of the SSL Comp, which is a classic compressor for a mix bus. I've got it set to 2:1 ratio, slowest attack possible, fastest release possible, and then the sidechain filter is set to about 120 Hz.
Close, ready for the baby. I wonder if we all need saving, 'cause life's got bigger than a daydream. Maybe we're radioactive. Baby, make my heart go racing. Give me anything worth chasing, 'cause maybe we're radioactive.
It's very subtle. Again, like a lot of the elements in this mix bus processing chain, the individual moves are very subtle, but when we sum them together at the end, you'll see what a difference they're making. And for me, the compressor is just bringing a bit more energy, a bit more tightness. I don't really like the phrase gluing it together, but I guess you could say it is gluing it together. It's bringing those elements that are at the back of the mix, like the reverbs, the backing vocals, the percussion. It just feels like it's bringing them forward a little bit more and tightening the whole thing up. And I really like how that's sounding. Next up in the chain, I have a bit of an unusual plugin. I've got the Trans XY Transient Enhancer, and this is just helping to enhance the transients of the kick drum and the snare and just bring the groove out a little bit more. I feel like I want it to be a bit snappier, a bit punchier, and I've actually got the soft kick preset, which is by default sort of transient reduction setting, but I've flipped this so that it's actually enhancing the transients and bringing a bit more punch.
Baby, I wonder if we all need saving, 'cause life's got bigger than a daydream. Maybe we're radioactive. Baby, make my heart go racing. Give me anything worth chasing, 'cause maybe we're radioactive.
You can hear if I crank the range right up, it sounds ridiculous and it's way overcooked, but just blend it in a small amount, 1.6 or so, is nice. It just gives it a little bit more enhancement to those transients and helps enhance the groove, the elements of the kick and the snare, and just brings a bit more danciness to the whole thing, which is what we're looking for with all of this mix bus processing. Following this in the chain, we now have an instance of the Scheps 73, and I've got this set to the mix, widen and focus preset. And what this is doing is it's working in mid-side mode. So this band here is controlling the middle of the mix, and this band here is controlling the side of the mix, and we're just boosting the top end on the sides and then boosting a tiny bit of low end in the middle. And this is going to give the illusion that the mix is wider and that those elements left and right of the center of the mix are much brighter and much more forward.
Close, ready for the baby. I wonder if we all need saving. 'Cause life's got bigger than our daydreams. Maybe we're radioactive. Baby, make my heart go racing. Give me anything while chasing. 'Cause maybe we're radioactive.
So that's great for adding a bit more depth and dimension to the mix, makes it feel a little bit more energetic, and it's bringing out those back end vocal parts and those percussive parts, so on the left and the right of the mix, giving it a bit more energy and a bit more width. Next up in the chain, I have an instance of the C6 multiband compressor, and we're going to be using this to hone in on the low end here and also on the mid-range. I feel like at the minute the low end is jumping around quite a lot, where that bass line is very dynamic. I feel like the low end is a little bit uncontrolled, so we could tighten that up a little bit with some compression and then just focus on that mid-range a bit as well, where there's a lot going on. We dialed out a little bit earlier with the F6, but I feel like we can tighten that up even more. So let's take a listen to what this is doing.
Eyes closed, ready for the baby. I wonder if we all need saving. Baby, make my heart go racing. Give me anything while chasing. 'Cause maybe we're radioactive.
It's just helping to tighten up that low end and tighten up that mid-range and bring a bit more focus to the mix overall, which is consequently giving it a bit more energy and a bit more cohesion. Last up, I just want to add a bit more polish, a bit more finesse to the mix, extend the end ranges of the mix, so give it a bit more top end, a bit more low end depth, and just make the mix sound bigger overall. So I've got an instance of the PuigTec EQP 1A here, and I've got the top end shelf set to 12K, quite a wide bandwidth, and then I'm also boosting down here these low frequencies at 30 Hertz. So let's take a listen to what this is doing. We've got a 7 dB boost at this 12K shelf, so it's quite a big boost. Let's take a listen to what difference this is making.
Flooding like an overdose, tell us what we need to know. A little uncontrollable, eyes closed, ready for the baby. I wonder if we all need saving. 'Cause life's got bigger than our daydreams. Maybe we're radioactive. Baby, make my heart go racing. Give me anything while chasing. 'Cause maybe we're radioactive.
You can hear how much that's doing just to open up that top end of the mix, give it a lot more shine, a lot more airiness, and then a lot more depth with this boost in the low end. I'm also using this attenuation at the same point where I'm boosting, and that might seem like a bit of a counterintuitive, strange thing to do, but actually what it does is with a PuigTec style EQ, if you get the attenuation in the sweet spot around about where the boost is, it creates this notch, which gives it a bit more bump and a bit more punch. I think this is sounding really good now. I think we made a huge difference with this mix bus processing to make the mix sound bigger, brighter, bolder, wider. Let's take a listen on and off with all of that mix bus processing and see what a difference we've made.
Flooding like an overdose, tell us what we need to know. A little uncontrollable, eyes closed, ready for the baby. I wonder if we all need saving. 'Cause life's got bigger than our daydreams. Maybe we're radioactive.
can hear what a massive difference that mix bus processing has made to make the track sound more finalized, more polished, much bigger and much more cohesive. So if you like what you've seen in this video, then please do go and check out these plugins, give them a go on your mix bus, then drop me a comment below and let me know how you're getting on with that. In the meantime, please do give this video a thumbs up and subscribe before you go, and I'll see you next time.